Have you ever just sat there watching your dog sleep next to you and wondered what's really going on in that head of theirs? We see them all curled up, we feel their warmth, and we just assume, hey, it's all about love and being cozy. And for so many of us, that's just a normal, beautiful part of our day.
But what if I told you that simple, everyday act, them choosing to hop up on your bed, is one of the most important decisions your dog makes all day? Especially for those of us over 60, this little nightly ritual is like a secret window. It opens up a whole world of instinct, trust, and these quiet promises they make to us. So, what on earth is your dog really trying to tell you? Well, let's find out together. All right, here's what we're going to dive into. First, we'll get into why this is so much more than just a good cuddle. Then, we're going to become dog translators, decoding their secret language just by how they sleep. After that, we'll cover a few important things, when you might need to be a little concerned. And we'll wrap it all up by talking about the unspoken promise that's at the heart of this whole thing.
So to really get this, we have to try and see the world from their point of view. Just for a second, imagine your bed isn't just a bed, it's a fortress. To your dog, it's the absolute safest, most predictable spot in their entire universe. So when they choose to sleep there, they aren't just looking for a soft spot. They are, in a way, reporting for duty as your loyal guard, watching over you, listening to your every breath.
And this is where it gets really fascinating, right? We look at the exact same situation so differently. For us, it's simple. It feels like love, it's warm, it's comforting. But for them, it's a very intentional choice. It's all driven by this deep, instinctual need for safety and to feel like they belong to their pack. And guess what? That pack is you.
And this brings us to something really special. And it's why this bond is often just incredible with owners over 60. That lifestyle, a calmer pace, a routine you can set your watch to, that quiet energy in the home. It creates the absolute perfect, secure world for a dog. It's like a safe harbor they are actively looking for. So when your dog chooses you, night after night, that is the ultimate vote of confidence. It's a sign of their deepest trust and just pure contentment.
Okay, so now we get why they want to be there with us. But let's dig a little deeper into what they're actually saying. Every single night, they're communicating with us without ever making a sound through the silent language of how they sleep.
You know that sound, right? That deep sigh your dog lets out just before they completely conk out? It's a sound we all know, but what's it really about? Well, that sigh is a big deal. It's a physical act of letting go of all the tension from the day. It's their body's way of saying, okay, I'm with my person. I can finally, truly relax now. I am safe here.
Now, if you've got a dog who loves to sleep right on your chest, wow, that is just a profound level of trust. It's not just about the warmth. Animal behavior experts believe they are literally feeling for the steady rhythm of your heartbeat. In that moment, they are connecting with you physically and emotionally on the deepest level possible. So what about the dog who camps out by your feet? This position is such a beautiful balance of duty and rest. It's like they're a loyal bodyguard, right at the foot of the bed, always on alert, but not in your way. They're close enough to protect you in a heartbeat, but just far enough away to get that deep restorative sleep they need too.
But maybe, just maybe, the most telling position of them all is when they're lying on their back, belly up in the air. Out in the wild, that's the most vulnerable a dog could ever be. So when they do that next to you, it's a signal of pure, absolute happiness. They are telling you loud and clear without a single bark, I feel completely safe, I am completely loved, I'm home.
Hey, if you're finding these little peeks into your dog's world helpful, why not subscribe to the Love Dogs channel? We have so many more stories and tips just like this to help you and your best friend understand each other even better. Plus, when you subscribe, you help us reach more people who share this incredible bond. All right, so we've explored all the wonderful, heartwarming parts of sleeping with our dogs, but now let's talk about some things to watch out for, because creating that perfectly safe space means we have to be aware of the little things in our own room that could, without us even knowing it, be causing them some stress. Just try to imagine this for a second. You're trying to sleep, but there's a flickering light in your eyes and a really strong, kind of artificial smell in the air. For a dog with their super sensitive nose and eyes, that flickering TV screen or a plug-in air freshener, it isn't just a tiny annoyance. It can be the recipe for a really stressful, restless night. The good news is, the fixes for this are so simple. If you have a TV in the bedroom, just try turning it off about an hour before bed. If you use air fresheners, maybe think about switching to something natural or unscented. And here's a big one, once they pick their spot, try to keep it that way. That predictability is everything for their peace of mind. And here's a really quick tip to help you tell the difference between your dog just being affectionate and them maybe feeling anxious. If your dog suddenly gets super clingy, like pressing against you with a really tense body, it might be a little sign of stress, or maybe even that something hurts. Just remember this simple rule. Affection feels calm and relaxed. Anxiety, that feels tight and restless. So, now that we've covered the practical side of things, let's turn to the emotional heart of it all. Because really, the most important part of this whole nightly ritual isn't even the sleep itself. It's those quiet moments just before, when they're settling in for the night.
In that quiet moment, just before sleep, when your dog takes one last look at you before putting their head down, they are making a promise. It's a silent promise. They're committing to you. They're telling you, don't you worry, I'll be right here, watching over you, and I'll be here when you wake up.
And if you take one thing away from this, let it be this idea. They aren't just sleeping with you. In a very real way, they are sleeping for you. A little part of their brain stays on duty, tuned in to your breathing, your movements. They're not just sharing a bed, they are standing watch, always ready to protect you.
So let's do a quick recap. What did we learn today? We learned that your dog sleeping with you is a huge sign of trust and security. We learned that their sleeping position is a silent language telling you how they feel. We learned it's important to watch for little signs of stress to keep them comfortable. And most of all, that this nightly ritual, it's a promise of their incredible loyalty.
So, the next time your dog settles in for the night, just remember this whole conversation that's happening, even in total silence. Every little sigh, every twitch, every position they choose is a word in their own special language of love. And so I'll leave you with this question to think about. What is your dog telling you tonight? If this explainer was helpful for you, please think about sharing it with a friend who loves their dog just as much as you do. And of course, be sure to subscribe to the Love Dogs channel. We've got so many more stories and insights to help us all understand these incredible animals a little bit better. Because as we all know, true love doesn't need words, just presence.